Hello everybody, do you guys want to know how to make these hemp bracelets? They're called a lot of different things. Some of them people call like macrame bracelets, hemp bracelets, and there's a lot of different ways to make them. But this is the way I'm going to make one today. You can make different colors, different shapes. You can make necklaces like this one, anklets, or bracelets like I'm going to make today. It's very fun and they're very great gifts for your friends and family. Watch till the end of this video if you want to know how to make them. Here's what you'll need to get started. You'll need some tape, some scissors, and some hemp cord, and a clipboard. Or you could just use tape. And then you could use some beads, but that's optional. Okay, you will need about 2 to 4 colors, and for the 2 strings in the middle you can do whatever color you want because it won't show it all, and for the other 2 colors on the outside they'll show, so I'm just going to use this blue and this teal color. So for each of them they need to be about your arm's length. So now after you've got your string measured out, you take your 2 long pieces and your short piece, that's the double your wrist, and you fold the short piece in half like this, and then you get the 2 longer pieces and you put them so they're the same length up here, and then you're gonna tie it around your finger. Okay, and once that you have your tied, you have to make sure that there's a loop because that's what's going to be the clasp at the end to shut your bracelet. And now that if you've got it tied, you have to use your clipboard and clip it down right after the knot. Then you take your 2 long pieces and you put them on the outer sides, like this, and you put your middle piece that you folded in half, you put it right down the middle, and then you get your tape, and you tape it right at the bottom so it's secure while you're working. There. Okay, so now you're ready to begin the knotting. So you'll take one of the outer strands and make a little 4, and then you'll take the end of that string and you'll put it under the middle and over the other color, your other outer string. Then you'll take the other outer string that you had, and you'll put it into the loop, the 4 that you made, and then you'll tighten them as much as you can. And there, we've made 1 knot. Let me show you again. Now we're going to do the other side of the bracelet. So we do the same exact thing. We'd make a 4, then we put the end under the middle and over the blue, the other blue, and then we take this end and put it into here again, and then we tighten it just like we did before. And there, we've made 2 knots. I'm going to show you how to do it again. And if you could see, when we make knots, it's going to be this teal one is going to be on this side, and once you finish with that knot, it's going to be on this side, so like they don't switch really. So now we're going to take this side again and do the 4. And put it through Then take this one and put it into that hole. And then tighten just like we did before. So you can keep doing that until you get to the point, about the point where you want to start putting on beads if you want to. And if you don't want to put on beads, then you just keep doing knots until you finish your bracelet. But I'm just gonna put my beads like about right here. So I'm gonna keep knotting until it gets to here, and then I'll start. So this is a closer part of it. We're gonna do the 4 again. Then we take this end and put it under the middle and over the other color. Then we take the other color and then put it into this hole. And then we tighten it really tight. And there, it made a knot. This is what your bracelet is going to look like. But long, really. Okay, so now I've gone far enough as I want it to be, and I'm going to start to put beads on. So I picked these pony beads, and since my bracelet is blue, I'm picking the silver one, and I got these from the Dollar Tree, but you can get them pretty much anywhere. And to put them on, we have to remove the tape from the bottom of the middle strings, and then get your first bead. You can put as many beads as you want. I just took 5. So you put the bead onto the middle strings, and then you can tape it back on for a minute, and then you have to take the string from that side again and do the same type of knot as you were doing before. You should do about 2 of them. I'm just gonna do one of the knots, the same ones I've been doing. And there. You don't have to put knots in between your beads, but I feel like it just secures it and makes it look nicer. So now you're gonna take off the tape again and get a next bead. And you have to put it on to the middle strings. Okay. And taping it just makes it look easier, even though it's just like for 2 seconds. And then you do the same thing where you made before, put it under the middle, take the other side, put it into the loop, and then put it tight. And I'm just gonna do 2 of the knots again. And there we go. You don't have to make them that high on this, but now I'm gonna put in my next bead. It's my 3rd bead, and I have 2 more beads left to put on after this. And so yeah, you just keep doing that with as many beads as you want, and that's how you put your beads on. Okay, now I'm putting on my last bead. And I'm going to tape it and do the knots twice. Put it under, then over, and then take the other side and put it in. Just like we were doing before. And I'm going to do it again. 1 more time. And now, after you're done with all the beads that you want, you just do the same thing you were doing before you started the beads. Just keep doing the knots until you reach an end. And then you're finished with the bracelet pretty much. So I'm just gonna keep doing my knots, same as I've been doing. So now I've got my bracelet to the length I want it so it can fit my wrist. And so now I have to use all the strings, and as you can see, the outer pieces are very short, but I'm gonna have to use all the strings. And just like in the beginning for this knot, I'm gonna do the same thing, how you go around with your finger and then tie a knot. Okay, and once you've got a knot at the end, you have to get another bead. It can be any color that you want, any type of bead. You can do one of these letter beads or one of the pony beads, or any kind that will fit on a string. I'm gonna get one of these blue pony beads. It's the same type I've been using, but it's blue. And so you're gonna take the middle strings, and put the bead onto it. And then once the bead is onto it, and also when you put the bead on, make sure you don't put it onto the strings that you've been knotting with. And so once the bead's on, you have to tie a knot around it. Okay. Okay, and then you can do a second knot around it. And once you've got the second knot done, then you can cut the ends, and then you have your bracelet. If the loop is too small, then you can like put it double around, and now it should be a bracelet for you. And you can take it off by popping the loop over, and there's a bracelet that you made. Okay, there. Once you cut the ends not too close or else the bead will fall off. Now you can put your bracelet on. You just get your hand, put it around your wrist, and then put the bead into the loop. And there is a bracelet. Voila! It's a very nice bracelet.